Baby bus. If you've got a young child, chances are you've heard that name. It's this massive global kids media phenomenon with billions of views. But have you ever wondered, beyond the super catchy songs and the cute pandas, what is it actually teaching? What's the curriculum that's kind of hidden inside these cartoons? Well, it all seems to start with rules that are, let's just say, simple and strangely specific. To get on a ride in the baby bus world, you don't need to be a certain height in feet or inches. Nope. The rule is you must be 7 apples tall. And that one line, it perfectly captures the universe we're about to dive into. It's a world where really complex ideas get boiled down into these simple, measurable, and honestly, slightly bizarre rules. So how are we going to break all this down? First, we'll look at the core philosophy, what I'm calling the baby bus method. Then we'll see how that method gets applied to lessons for the body, lessons for the heart, and even lessons for social play. And finally, we're going to tie it all together to reveal the show's complete good kid blueprint. And trust me, this isn't just a random bunch of songs thrown together. There's a really consistent formula at work here, a core philosophy that's the foundation for pretty much every single episode. And that formula? It's often announced with this one specific catchphrase, Neo time to think big. Now, that isn't just a cute line, it's a trigger. It's a signal that a relatable childhood problem has just happened, and the show is about to pivot hard, from pure entertainment to direct instruction on exactly how to solve it. So what kinds of problems does it solve? First up, let's look at lessons for the body. On the surface, they're about physical health, but if you dig a little deeper, they're really teaching a lesson about patience. The show sets up this classic childhood dilemma. The little character, Neo, he wants to be taller. And of course, he wants it right now. He literally says, I want it now. Grow right now. It's that universal kid feeling, right? That desire for instant gratification and the total frustration when it just doesn't happen. And this is the baby bus method in action right here. The show doesn't just say, hey, be patient, no way. It gives a clear 3-step action plan, the solution to wanting to grow taller. It's simple. 1, eat all kinds of food. 2, move your body every day. And 3, sleep well each and every night. It basically transforms this abstract idea into a concrete, easy-to-follow checklist, which is just perfect for a toddler's brain that really craves structure. And here's the key part. After giving those practical steps, the song delivers the emotional payoff. It reassures the kid, don't rush, you'll grow up just fine. It's this brilliant 1-2 punch of practical advice followed immediately by emotional comfort. Okay, so we've gone from the physical to the emotional. How does Baby Bus handle those internal challenges, like fear? This brings us to the lessons for the heart, and specifically about how you find courage. The setup is super simple. Neo is too scared to go buy bread all by himself. His heart's beating, he's so shy, too scared to talk. But then he's given something called courage candy. After he eats it, the music swells and suddenly it's all pow pow power up and he's declaring, I'm super strong. So the candy seems like it's this magical fix. But, and you probably saw this coming, here's the twist. After Neo bravely gets his bread, the big reveal comes. He's told the secret. Because the courage isn't in the candy, it's in you. The candy was just a placebo. The show's ultimate lesson here is all about self-reliance. It frames courage not as something you get from the outside, but as something you already have deep inside you. Okay, so we've covered personal growth, both the physical and the emotional sides. But how does the show teach kids to actually get along with other people? Well, as we'll see, Baby Bus offers a very, very clear rulebook for how to interact socially. When it comes to being friends, the Baby Bus curriculum is incredibly direct. There's this one episode where a character just won't share on the playground. A song kicks in that lays down the law in no uncertain terms. First or last, it doesn't matter. Everybody gets a turn. It's not a suggestion, it's not a nice idea, it's presented as the fundamental rule of playing together. And the show doesn't just stop at stating the rule. Oh no, it immediately tells you the consequence for breaking it. The very next line of the song is, or your friend might walk away. It's a simple, stark, cause and effect lesson for toddlers. If you don't share, you are going to end up playing all by yourself. There is absolutely zero ambiguity. So when you take all of these individual lessons, the ones about your body, your heart, and the rules of playing together, and you put them all together, what starts to emerge is this surprisingly comprehensive guide for behavior. It's a complete blueprint for what it means to be a good kid in the Baby Bus universe. And this blueprint, it even extends to managing your feelings. The show gives you a direct script for what to do with your emotions. If you're happy, you clap your hands. If you're angry, you stomp your feet and take a deep breath. Sad, you're actually encouraged to cry out loud, boo-hoo. Excited, shout hooray. It's basically an emotion to action lookup table for little kids. So let's put it all together. The ideal baby bus child is really built on 4 main pillars. First, be patient, because good things take time. Second, be self-reliant and brave, knowing that your strength comes from inside you. Third, you absolutely must share and take turns. That's the non-negotiable price of friendship. And fourth, express your big feelings, but do it in these specific, pre-approved ways. And that's really the entire model, isn't it? A world of simple problems with very clear, very actionable solutions. Which leaves us with one final big question to think about. What is the impact of a media diet for toddlers that is built entirely on these clear rules and prescribed healthy habits? Does it create well-adjusted kids, or does it risk oversimplifying a world that is, in reality, anything but?